It has become a tradition to honor some great individuals who have done so many things to make our association and industry successful. Since 2004, ISRI has presented the Lifetime Achievement Award to individuals who have made a mark in the history of scrap recycling and our industry. There are many who deserve this award. Choosing the winners each year is both difficult and enjoyable for the chair. Let's honor this year's 2016 winners.
The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible. Dwight D. Eisenhower's words illustrate the cornerstone upon which Stanton A. Moss has built a lifetime of success in his community, in his association work, and in the scrap recycling industry. Today, we celebrate his dogged individualism, involvement, and integrity by honoring him with the ISRI Lifetime Achievement Award. Stanton Aaron Moss was born to his Russian immigrant father, Benjamin Moss, and mother, Cecilia, on May 22, 1934, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Along with his older brother, Jay, and his younger sister, Nancy, Stanton grew up in Philadelphia's Winfield section, where he graduated from Overbrook High School in 1952 with plans to become a lawyer. Already demonstrating his leadership abilities as president of the Student Association, his classmates described him in his high school yearbook as our leader, a shining moon in a starlit sky. Stanton attended the University of Pennsylvania and graduated from the Wharton School of Business. After a year of law school, he turned to his true calling, business, and began working at his father-in-law's company, George Sal Metals, a secondary aluminum smelter and brass and bronze ingot manufacturer. It was here that Stanton began to learn the intricacies of the scrap metal industry, and in particular, the chemistry and characteristics of aluminum. In his own words, "Before long, I had a pretty good feel for the business." Throughout the 1960s, Stanton's skill and determination to master the scrap business earned him successive promotions at George Sal Metals, moving from sales to sales manager, and ultimately in 1971 to general manager. In 1974, when the company was liquidated, Stanton struck off on his own as a trader of non-ferrous scrap and ingots. Equipped with a superior business education, nearly 2 decades of experience in the metals industry, and a determined individualism, he focused on his brokerage business, becoming one of the first brokers to specialize in aluminum. In Stanton's own words, "In a sense, we were the pioneers of the aluminum brokerage business, sailing into uncharted waters." Despite operating as a one-man shop, Stanton Moss has always forged lasting relationships and pursued active involvement in industry associations. Starting back in 1959, when he attended a management development metal seminar offered by the National Association of Waste Material Dealers, Stanton has participated in seminars, roundtables, committee work, and quickly rose to positions of leadership in a number of organizations. He helped found Chapter 8 of the Society of Die Casting Engineers, served as president of the Philadelphia Metals Association from 1968 to 1970, and was co-chair of the Phoenix Award Committee from 1967 to 1996. During the 1980s, Stanton deepened his involvement with NARI until it merged with ISIS in 1987 to form ISRI. His leadership roles in NARI included 5 years on the NARI Board of Directors, chair of the Eastern Division, and 2 years on the NARI National Executive Committee. In ISRI, he served on the Keystone and Mid-Atlantic chapter boards and the ISRI National Board of Directors, chaired the Non-Ferrous Division, served 2 consecutive terms as National Convention Chair, and frequently moderated at roundtable and spotlight programs. In 2001, Stanton was awarded the Phoenix Award by the ISRI Mid-Atlantic chapter for his years of dedication and service to the industry. His winning smile has been seen at nearly every NARI, ISIS, and ISRI National Convention since 1961. In his own words, "I like to give something back, and I hope I can inspire others to get involved too." His dedicated involvement extends to charitable and community causes as well. He has served on the board of directors of the Jewish Education and Vocational Services in Philadelphia, served as president of the Green Valley Country Club, and chaired the Jewish Federation Country Club Day on many occasions, as well as the Green Valley Country Club Israel Bonds Dinner. In 1999, Stanton and his wife Carol were recognized by Israel Bonds with the Independence Issue Award. Stanton's outstanding leadership springs from an unfailing commitment to integrity. During one down business cycle, Stanton A. Moss Incorporated was hit with a couple of major bankruptcies of consumer facilities. Stanton made the bold decision to ensure that all his customers were paid. Many had no idea his firm had been affected by the bankruptcies, and he was able to retain his customers and his reputation. In Stanton's own words, "The name on the door is my name. The quality that I've always run my business on is honesty." Stanton continues to work in the business every day. Stanton's involvement and integrity extends to his family as well. He is the proud father of 3 daughters, Jamie, Meg, and Betsy, and a son, Stephen, who joined him in the business in 2000. Following his marriage to wife Carol in 1995, Stanton added her daughters Allison, Amanda, and Holly to the extended Moss family. He and Carol share 15 grandchildren with whom they enjoy spending their free time, and they eagerly await the arrival of their first great-grandchild in July. Respected by family, friends, and colleagues for his individualism, involvement, and integrity, ISRI honors Stanton A. Moss with the ISRI Lifetime Achievement Award.
Good morning. Manny and I are so old we don't use teleprompters. Congratulations, Manny. I have worked with Manny on many occasions, and his dedication to this organization and this industry makes him a well-deserving recipient of this award. When Doug called me 6 weeks ago, I thought he wanted me to participate in an arbitration case like he and I did some 15 years ago. When he told me I was to receive ISRI's Lifetime Achievement Award, I was speechless, and that is very unusual for me. There are many honors that could be given to individuals, but when an individual is singled out by his peers to be honored, that is the ultimate compliment. I feel that I am being inducted into the Recycling Hall of Fame. I have known and worked with many of the past recipients of this award, never thinking my name would be included in that illustrious list. I had been active in NARI and was on the committee that merged ISIS and NARI to become what is now known as ISRI. How lucky we are to have changed the name from ISIS to ISRI. I could tell you that there is not a better trade organization. President Robin Wiener and her staff do a fantastic job representing our members that are active in such diverse parts of the recycling industry. ISRI's roundtables and conventions are the place to be. These meetings are both educational and a wonderful place for networking. I can honestly say that some of the relationships that I have developed go back over 50 years, and I am doing business with third and fourth generations of ownership of these companies. In 1974, I started my business as a one-man brokerage company specializing in non-ferrous metals. At that time, I felt it was important to be involved in the trade organizations, both ISIS and NARI. At NARI, I was president of the Eastern Division and served on the national board. After the merger, I was chairman of the non-ferrous division, chairman of the Aluminum Specification Committee, national board member, and convention chairman for 4 years under Jim Fisher and Shelley Padnos. During one of my chairmanships, we hit a record attendance of over 3,000. Of course, today, ISRI national conventions are much larger. What I am trying to get across to you is the importance of being involved. Working for ISRI was lots of hard work, but it also included some fun. I remember pushing a cake out at the closing event of the 10th anniversary convention and having Guess Who, President Jim Fisher, pop out. I also remember Jimmy and I running up the hills of San Francisco because we were late for a meeting. I remember President Shelley Padnos presenting me with a hotel robe to wear on the flight home because we had made so many stops looking at convention sites. The best part about going to an ISRI convention and meeting was getting to spend time with my friends in the industry from all over the country. I still look forward to my weekly phone conversations with Richard Abrams and Marvin Siegel. We don't talk business, but we talk. I am very fortunate to have my son Stephen work with me, and I'm very proud of his participation in the governance of ISRI, serving as past president of the Mid-Atlantic chapter, national board member, and past convention chair. I'm sure he will get the same and more enjoyment from his involvement in this organization. I am also fortunate to have a wonderful wife, Carol, who has always encouraged my participation in the activities of ISRI. 7 wonderful children, 15 grandchildren, whose you saw pictures of, whose names I remember and can recite when asked to, and 1 great-grandchild due in July. So you see why I am very fortunate. I will remember today for a very long time. Thank you very much for this award.